Hello and welcome, beautiful people. My name is Kaylin. I'm a Kapalo trained yoga and mindfulness teacher, and we are here today for a gentle yoga class. And we are going to be basically doing a lot of gentle stretching, and the focus is going to be on yoga for gardening, like housework, like all that kind of stuff that puts us in this sort of I'm gonna call it a sclerotic pose of like bending over to weeding, lifting the wheelbarrow, like pulling the muscles of the back. Like we're just gonna be really working to tend to the whole body in these times of the year where we're engaging in a lot of outdoor activity, maintenance, care of the home, care of the earth, all of the wonderful best things. And it all deplenishes our resources and taxes our bodies. So we want to make sure that we are caring for ourselves in the process of caring for our homes, the world, and each other. So come and finding a comfortable seat on the mat to begin here. I'm going to choose to sit on a block just to lift my hips up above my knees. A, because this takes pressure off of the knee, and B, because then it is easier to maintain that length extending through the crown of the head without the muscles of the front and back body having to work so hard to maintain that alignment and posture. And then from there, letting the hands come to rest comfortably on the thighs. Of course, you could always do this practice from a chair, or even if you were beginning here, you could start laying down on the earth. Remembering there's no right or wrong, just what meets your needs right now. That's the goal here, to just drop in, settle in, and becoming in tune, in sync with what your body is needing in this moment. So grounding in here, feeling those sits bones, the bones in your actual butt, connecting to the earth, to a block, to your chair, right? Whatever they're connecting to is connecting to something. It's connected to a floor. It's connected to a foundation. It's connected to the earth. It's all connected. It's all one. And from that sense of foundation and connection, then extending and lifting tall through the crown of the head, as if vertebrae is stacked on top of vertebrae. Big deep breath in through the nose. You pull the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, melt and soften the shoulders down the back body. And then allowing the eyes to soften or close all the way. And beginning to engage 3 mindful breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. And last one, into the nose and out through the nose. And beginning by doing a quick body scan here. So every time you take a deep breath in, breathe into all 4 corners of the lungs, feeling that torso expand out in all 4 directions. And on the exhale, beginning at the top of the head, allow that breath to drop down over the body and just beginning to scan for any areas that are holding tension. And a common first place to stop out is the brow line. Can often be furrowing in the brow line, causing tension there. And using that exhale to soften. And if you take another deep breath in through the nose and you still feeling tension in that first spot, pause here to exhale and soften again. And then once that part of the body feels in alignment on that next inhale, use that exhale to continue the journey down the body. Perhaps it's the jaw that needs to unhinge, or the shoulders that are holding tension. Perhaps any lingering injuries that you've already sustained, something you're aware of that still flares up from time to time. Perhaps it's the gut because you've just eaten something that maybe is in alignment with you, or maybe the thighs are really burning from maybe that crouching in yard work, or the, really pushing of a wheelbarrow. Making your way all the way down to the soles of the feet, breath by breath, unhurried, unrushed. This is a season, the summer season, the warmer months can feel frantic and hurried. There's so many social occurrences, so many things to do. But take this opportunity to be present and grounded here in the right now, in your practice, in your commitment to yourself. Taking a few more deep breaths here, an option to layer on that Ujjayi breath that will help you delve even further into the self and fade away the cares of the world by creating a slight restriction in the back of the neck on both the inhale and the exhale to create a hissing sound. It's called Ujjayi, or ocean sounding breath. Few more breaths here. Unrushed, unhurried, allowing yourself the luxury of this moment. You can release that controlled state of breathing. Bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart, and take a moment just to check in to see where you're starting your practice from. Pay a special attention to those areas of the body that are holding on to tension or pain or strain from overwork, from pushing things, and committing now to tend to those areas with loving compassion in your practice. And then when you're ready, allowing the eyelids to flutter back open, returning back to the space around us, back to each other. And then inhale, the arms come out side to side, palms float towards the sky. The gaze follows till the palms touch. And then exhale, slide the hands down to heart center, tucking the chin into chest, returning home here. Inhale to come out and up. Exhale to slide it on down. One more time, inhale to come out, up. Exhale to return to heart, this time letting the hand slide all the way down through to the thighs, chin stays at chest. Exhale, rotate the shoulder towards the ear, keep those shoulders softened down the back body. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, the ear towards the other shoulder. Ooh, yeah. Feel it. Breathe into those areas that are holding on to tension, giving the body permission to relax, to soften, to receive the gift of these movements. Oh, one more time on each side here. Staying present, staying with your own breath to guide you. And then inhale, the next time you come to center, lift that head all the way back up. Hands to shoulders and start making some circles here. Oh, go as fast or slow as you want, but see if you can link the movement to the breath. Inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to come back. Oof. And then let those movements get bigger. Inhale, open the chest, the arms come back, gaze lifts, and then exhale to round forward, tuck the chin into chest, elbows touch, curving the spine. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Seeing if you can even feel those thighs as you exhale, pull everything in, the pelvis goes back. Can you stretch out those thighs in the process, keeping everything connected to the ground, that's connected to the ground, and letting everything that's not connected to the ground lift and rise, be big, bold, and beautiful. Inhale, slowly roll up, hands come back to thighs for just a moment. Then let one hand slide to the earth. The other hand lifts up and overhead. Now we're going to pause here, this posture for 4 breaths, but allow yourself to bring some movement here. What would help be a balm to those aches and pains? And then inhale to come all the way back through to center. Exhale to the other side. Oh, yeah. Remember, this is a safe space for sighs, moans, groans. We keep it all in so often. This is our place to just be with it, to move. And have to come all the way back through to center. Now moving any props out of the way if you are using one. Soles of the feet flat on the earth in front of you. Hands to either side of you to stabilize you. And then inhale, reach one arm out and across. Allow the knees to fall to that side. And then come all the way to the earth, onto the elbows. Interlace those fingers and pause here, coming into a twist. And so allow yourself to surrender into this posture by not finding a flow to these movements, but giving into gravity, giving into the body. Always an option to twist a little bit more. Not slumping into the shoulders here, staying tall and strong. And then inhale, reach that arm back out and across, returning to center here, realigning. And then exhale to come to the other side. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Breathing deep here. Finding the pause. Allowing yourself to experience and feel whatever's coming up for you, whether it be a burst of energy, a yawn, working out of that stretch, feeling into those areas of pain, owning them and resolving them. And then inhale to return all the way back to center. This time to bring the soles of the feet together here. Fingers can interlace, wrap around those toes. And if you're just like super sore, you're feeling all the feels from that hard work of summer, and you could take a strap here, wrap it around the feet and grab onto that instead to find that same stretch, hinging forward from the hips here. An invitation to sway side to side. Oh, feeling all those feels. Oh, I can tell I've been out in the sun all day, moving gravel, pulling weeds, making a house a home. That's what I've been doing. Oh, all right. Inhale, slowly roll up here. Allowing those thighs to pull down towards the earth as you give your feet a little massage. Tending to the body. pausing to really listen to see what's coming up for you. When you're rubbing your feet, is there an acute point of pain? Is there something that feels extra tender? Those are the areas that need a little extra love. They need your breath, compassion, and awareness. That is what we're here for today, to tend to all those spots, judgment free. Beautiful. All right, open up the legs side to side here, nice and wide. Inhale to lift up tall through the crown of the head. Gaze straight in front of you to keep that neck in alignment. And then rotate, turn the hips towards that left foot. Inhale, lift those hands up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold over that leg, grabbing towards the feet. Okay, those hands don't come all the way to the feet, no shame in the game. Bring the hands to the shin, somewhere on the thigh, or use that strap, wrap it around the hips, pulling yourself forward. Even if you can reach the feet on your own without any pain in the body, I still recommend trying the strap. It's always worth trying something, finding out what the benefits are for you, because it is a different stretch with the strap. Few more breaths here, keeping those hips square towards that foot that's nice and active. And then inhale to slowly roll up. And exhale to come to the other side. Same options here. If you know you want to use that strap or try it out just for funsies, wrap it around that foot to get ready. Everyone inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale to begin to forward fold over that leg. Breathing deep here. Surrendering to this pose to get the most from it. Knowing that the more we surrender, the more that we soften, the more we receive. And that is the beauty of life, my friends. Big breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Now just slowly roll on up here, releasing that strap, returning to that comfortable seated position, that cross-leg position. And then this time we're going to inhale. Now stay with me here. Inhale, lift the foot up off the ground, hug the arm around it. So that foot's going to come to the inside of the inner elbow. The other arm is going to wrap around that upper thigh. This is rocking the baby, my friends. Now, your arms might not come all the way here. Your foot might be out here today. You might be rocking your baby out here. We don't all rock our babies the same way. That's okay. But the goal is to get somewhere closer here, as close as you can get, is worth celebrating. And then when you rock side to side, there's a nice stretch here into the body, helping you to embody this body. Yeah. Big smile, rocking side to side, and breathing deep into the nose, out through the nose. Keeping that nice line of energy open through the torso by keeping that connection through the sits bones and extending all the way up to the crown of the head, keeping those core muscles nice and tight and activated. All right, on the next exhale, soften that leg down to the earth. Inhale to come up to the other side. Sole of that foot comes right into the crook of the elbow here. Other arm wraps around, and then it's inhale, pulling in here, really hugging that leg into the chest as much as you're able to. Like, I can feel this, but it doesn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt. Remembering that longevity is the goal here. I want you to be doing yoga for 100 more years. Yep, I said it and I meant it. Don't care how old you are. 100 more years. So I want for everybody. Mm. One more time, side to side. You're letting this be a soothing gesture to this body that's worked so hard. And then inhale to come back to center. Exhale to float that hand down. And then inhale, I want you to float the arms straight up in front of you at shoulder height. Exhale to rotate those palms out. Float the hands back and behind. Interlace those fingers. And then pull the hands back and down. Chinless, gaze towards the ceiling, thighs rooting down towards the earth here. And pause. Big deep breaths here. Working with the body. One more big breath into the nose. And out through the nose. Inhale to slowly come back up to center. Exhale to release the palms and inhale to bring them back to heart center. Inhale to lift the hands up towards the sky. And exhale to bend at the elbows, opening up the armpits, bringing the hands to the back of the heart. Breathing deep here. Trusting that you've got this, that you have every tool you need to be successful in this space. Inhale the hands back up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the hands to the earth and rolling up onto hands and knees. Now, this can be a really lovely place to put a blanket down on the mat in front of you, just to bring a little extra cushion to the knees. I already have that because I have chin mats down, mostly for stability reasons, because this is rough lumber and it's not quite an even floor. But regardless, it's also nice for my knees. And then choosing, you can have palms spread out, fingers like a big starfish here, pressing into the earth. Or if you experience any sensitivity in the wrists, as I do with carpal tunnel, you can make fists and stack the fists under shoulders. Tuck that belly button up and in, finding the length in the spine, extending out to the crown of the head. And then inhale, drop the belly down, tilt the pelvis, open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into chest. Continuing, inhale to open. Exhale to round. Few more times here. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Beginning to follow your own timing, your own breath. And then one more breath cycle here. And then inhale to return to a nice flat back. Bump the hips to the left, look over the shoulders at the left hips. Bump the hips to the right, look over the shoulder, look at the hips. And then bump side to side, following that breath. Trusting that everything is as it should be. If there's aches or pains, this is all part of the joyous celebration of getting to know yourself, your body. One more time on each side here. And then inhale to return back to center. Walk the hands towards the front edge of the mat. big deep breath in through the nose and exhale, melt the forehead down towards the earth, opening up the shoulder. Really leaning in here to the support of Mother Earth, the support of everyone around you every day. Big deep breaths here. Inhale to slide those hands back under the shoulders, pressing back up to that tabletop pose. Inhale to lift the left hand towards the sky, and exhale, thread the needle, bring that shoulder down to the earth. Breathing deep here. Keep that deep connection to the breath into the nose and out through the nose. Inhale to slide that right hand under the right shoulder, pressing back up to that tabletop pose. And then inhale to lift the hand to the sky. Exhale to bring that other shoulder all the way down to the earth here. Oh, yeah, feels good. Choosing where you want that other hand to be. You can keep it under the shoulder or extend it straight out towards the front edge of the mat. Breathing deep. Knowing you are one with this world, that you're cultivating, bettering, bringing purpose to, gardening or building or whatever it is. You're actively making the world a better place through your actions, and that is commendable. Inhale, slide that left hand back under left shoulder, pressing back up to tabletop here. And then inhale, lift that left leg out to the side and begin to just make some hip circles here. Beautiful job. And then reverse, go in the opposite direction here. Gaze flat on the earth in front of you. Bringing that knee down to the earth, and inhale to begin on the other side, choosing one direction to start. Remembering there's no right or wrong way to do this, right? As long as it feels good to you, harmonious to you, big circles, small circles, fast circles, slow circles, they all good. And then reversing, going in the opposite direction. One more circle, bringing it back, and then melting all the way down to child's pose. Knees together, feet together. Oh, arms could be extended right out in front of you, or wrap them around the body. Always an option to come to extended child's pose here by bringing the knees to be the width edges of the mat. Forehead comes to the earth or a block, finding that deep sense of grounding here. Tending to this body that does so much in this world. One more breath cycle here, into the nose and out through the nose. And then inhale, begin to slowly roll back up to a seated position, and then come forward on the hands and knees. Curl the toes under and sit back on the heels. Yeah, tend into those feet now. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Bring the palm to the forehead. Coming into candle pose. Breathing deep here, whatever you're choosing, however you would prefer to embody this posture, all while feeling that deep stretch in the feet. One more big deep breath here. And then come forward onto the hands, tap out the tops of the feet. All right, sit back on the hips to the side here, rolling yourself over onto the back. Oh, feels nice. Once again, this could be a lovely place. Just have a blanket underneath you. Lovely. And then grabbing your strap here, or whatever you happen to have that serves as a strap for you. And wrapping it around the right foot and just extend that leg nice and straight, keeping that foot nice and active. You can either have both straps in one hand or both hands rather, or grabbing a strap in either hand and rolling up. Oh, getting a nice straight leg here, opening up the backs of the legs, making sure that spine is in alignment, and allowing the eyes to soften or close, especially if you have a bright light overhead as I do. Breathing deep here. Maybe slow it all down. An amazing work in your practice here. Tend to this body that's working so hard in these summer months. And inhale, let's switch sides here. So the left foot replaces the right, extending that right leg out, keeping the foot nice and active. Oh, while lifting up that left leg towards the sky. Oh, feel it open. Breathing deep. Exhale, see if you can soften those shoulders down towards the earth. Breathing deep. You've got this, my friend. One more big deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And exhale, bend that foot, release that strap, and then hug both knees into the chest here, gently rocking side to side. Oh, beginning to make some circles with the knees here. First in one direction, and the other. And then inhale, extend the legs straight out. Inhale, let the arms up and overhead. Any props you have out of the way. Just stretch, stretch, stretch from fingertip to toes. And exhale to soften. One more time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Fingertips to toes. Feel that full body stretch. And exhale to soften. Arms come out side to side, bending at the elbows. Cactus arms. Inhale, bend at the right knee, press the sole of that right foot into the earth, and shift the right hips a few inches to the side. Keep that left foot nice and active as if it's pressed against the wall. And then exhale to bring that right leg over the midline. Oh, turn the head to look in the opposite direction of the knee. Allow the eyes to soften or close. Come into this deep surrender, surrendering any pain, any tension in the body as a result of that manual labor that you've been doing. Inhale that knee back up to center, press into the earth, re-square those hips, and then come to the other side. Left knee now bent, pressing into that foot, bring the hips to the left, and then exhale, bringing that knee over to the other side of the body, and turning the head to look in the opposite direction of the knee. Breathing deep for one more breath cycle. Biggest breath yet today. And then inhale to bring the gaze to center. Stand that bent leg straight out and prepare for Shavasana. So any final stretches that would feel good to you. Anything you can do to tend to the body here to make this Shavasana extra ooey gooey, delightful. Settling in. And once again, returning to that body scan, starting at the top of the head and taking a big deep breath in. And exhale, working your way down the body, identifying any places of tension. Hopefully there are less now, perhaps none now. That's the goal. Slowly making your way down towards the feet. Even if there's no tension, there's still no rush, right? Luxuriate in these last few minutes of your practice. Taking one more big deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then surrendering to your Shavasana. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes here. Oh, taking any last stretches that would feel ooey gooey. Good to you. Before rolling onto one side into the fetal position here, using that lower arm as a pillow for the head. When you're ready, gently pressing into the earth and making your way towards a comfortable seated position. Using an inhale to bring the hands to heart center. And closing our practice with one Om today. Taking a big deep breath in through the nose. My wish for you on this day and every day that follows is peace of body, peace of heart, and peace of mind. Namaste, my friends. Be well, and I'll see you next time.